Hello my dear students. So here I will explain about bases. In previous lecture I explained about acid and the reaction of acids and preparation of acids. Generally non-metallic oxides, when they will hydrolyze they will form the acid, and main acids, those are strong acids, those are weak acids, organic acids, inorganic acids. Okay, in inorganic acids, HCl, H2SO4, HNO3, and little bit carbonic acid, H2CO3. You just keep it in mind, and some reactions. I think you make a proper arrangement in your copy with the table, and you are learning. Okay, now students, come to the base. Okay, so here come to the definition of base. Already I told you that base is either a metallic oxide or metallic hydroxide or ammonium hydroxide, which react with hydrogen ion of an acid to form salt and water. Okay, so matter is that acid react with base to form salt and water. Similarly, base react with acid for salt. From any one side you can say, from acid side acid react with base, from base side base react with acid. Acid means H plus. Okay, that's why it has said over here with hydronium ion. Hydronium means H3O plus. H3O plus is the hydrolysis of H plus ion plus H2O. H plus H2O form H3O plus. So both are same. Okay, but same means H plus synonym hydrolysis of H plus H3O plus hydronium ion. Okay, now students, examples. Here is the example: any oxide, copper oxide, sodium oxide, potassium. Periodic table, periodic table oxides according to the atomic number you can make the oxides. Suppose sodium oxide will be Na2O. Okay, so it is metallic oxide means it is act like a base. So that oxide and hydroxide, okay, they will react with acid to form salt and water. Okay, so these are the some reaction you remember. A basic oxide is a metallic oxide which contains ions O2 minus, okay, and react with acid to form salt and water only. Okay, so just remember this thing: salt and water only, no other product. Okay, so here some examples. For example, lead 4 oxide is a metallic oxide which react with hydrochloric acid to form lead chloride, okay, and water, but the word only exclude it from the class of bases, because chlorine is also produced here. In this case the word only is excluded. Okay, okay, I think you understand. Only acid, salt and water will produce for all other cases, but for lead 4 you can see, for lead 4 oxide, that PbO2, it will form chlorine also with salt and water is there. So this only is excludes for this example. So that is a exceptional case. You must remember this thing. It can come in the exam. Exceptional case are the most important thing from any chapter. Now basic oxides to completed. Now basic hydroxides, sodium hydroxide. Okay, here I told about sodium oxide, here sodium hydroxide, NaOH. Okay, so you know the construction of the formula of sodium oxide, sodium hydroxide with all other metals. Left side, periodic table, their metals are present. Okay, so so you can make their oxides and hydroxides. No, not a big deal, I know. So here basic oxides reacts with acid to form salt and water. Okay, alkali. And alkali is a basic hydroxide which dissolve water produce hydroxyl ion. Okay, so base and alkali, what is the difference between base and alkali? That is also a common question you learn in junior class. Alkali are the bases which is soluble in water. Okay, alkali are those base dissolve in water, is known as alkali. Okay, so all alkalis are base, but all bases are not alkali, that. Okay, that time that term also come once. Always all alkalis are base, but all bases are not alkali, because all bases are not soluble in water. Those are soluble in water, they are called alkali. So students, you read it. I most of the thing I explain. Now classification of base. A strong alkali, it undergo almost complete dissociation in water. That is strong alkali, you can say sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, leads that are alkali metals. Alkali metal series, that's why they are strong alkali. That's why their name periodic in periodic table, their name is like that, alkali metal series. Sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium. Okay, they are highly reducing agent. Okay, itself oxidize, it will release electron and highly reducing agent. Okay, I hope students you can relate that thing. Example, you can see sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, because alkali metal series they all will form strong alkali. Then weak alkali, ammonium, calcium, means alkaline earth metal series just beside the alkali metal series, that they will form. They are all hydroxides or oxides, they are quite weak. Okay, so they are weak alkali, all the basis of acidity. Okay, so now come to the monobasic acid. Okay, means these are the classification. Okay, classification of bases bracket alkalis. Okay, so strong alkali, weak alkali. Now on the basis of their acidity. Acha, what is the base, what is the acidity? Acidity means number of hydroxyl ion present. In case of acid, you learn basicity. Okay, remember this thing. So suppose HCl is a acid. Okay, HCl is a acid, and so here you can see HCl will produce H plus and Cl minus. So number of H plus will produce, that is called its basicity. Okay, and so that is the number of replaceable H plus ion is present, is called its basicity. Similarly, student, for base there is the acidity. Acidity is the, suppose base sodium hydroxide, it will number of hydroxyl ion present on that base is now, that is called its acidity. Okay, so depend on the acidity, they are monoacidic base, diacidic base. Monoacidic sodium hydroxide 1 OH. Okay, similarly calcium hydroxide, see there is 2 OH minus, that's why they are called diacidic base. I hope you can understand. Okay, these are very easy. Now preparation of bases, you just read, you can easily understand. Action of water with reactive metals, they will produce base, and action of water soluble metal oxide, I told you metal oxide will produce bases. Okay, so by double decomposition, these examples are very important, that reactions you must read, there is nothing to explain. Okay, you need to make a table and you need to make a remember this, these reactions are very important. Okay, sodium and metal nitrate, when heated they will produce basic oxides. Okay, basic oxide, basic hydroxides, that things, you know. Properties of bases oblique alkalis, you know, they are very sharp, bitter taste, the orange color, they change color. Litmus paper, they will change red to blue. For acid, you know, blue litmus turn to red. Okay, and for base, it is convert red to blue. And they are soapy substance, means they are slippery. Any basic substance are slippery, you know. uh, detergent and soap that we all are using, they are also base. Okay, and the dust particle present in our body, okay, they are the acids. So actually the action of soap is a cleansing action of soap is a acid base types of reaction. Okay, and they are strong electrolytes, they show mild corrosive action. Okay, slight burn, okay, in the screen. Now chemical properties after preparation, so you see that how base will prepare here. This is the preparation, and now come to the physical properties, this and chemical properties. You just make a table of preparation, physical property, chemical property. Chemical property, you know, base react with carbon dioxide to form strong alkali, absorb carbon dioxide from air and form carbonates. Okay, they neutralize acid to form salt and water, this reaction, so you know. And they precipitate as insoluble metallic hydroxide when added to a solution of salts of heavy metal salt solution. These are copper sulfate, zinc sulfate, ferrous sulfate. Okay, when these are added with the base, with base or alkali, they will form insoluble metallic hydroxide here. Okay, all hydroxides are not, you know, hydroxides are basic in nature, metallic hydroxide basic in nature, but all bases are not soluble. Okay, so these are insoluble, and this is used in the inorganic inorganic detection. Okay, inorganic practical, in inorganic practical, suppose copper sulfate has given to you, unknown substance. Okay, some copper sulfate has given in your hand, and your teacher will say that what is this unknown substance. So there is the in practical chemistry senior class, these reactions are present in ICSE also, 11 12 you have the basic and acid radical test over there. So these types of reaction will perform. Ammonium hydroxide is sodium hydroxide is widely used to detect the unknown salt has given by the teacher. Okay, so this reaction will perform. Okay, so that's why the color has given. Okay, if the unknown substance has given zinc sulfate, you add sodium hydroxide, then you see a gelatinous white ppt is there. Okay, suppose a unknown substance has given to you, you add sodium hydroxide, a dirty green ppt precipitation is there, then you say that that is ferrous sulfate. Okay, so that is the thing. I hope you understand. Here also some reaction, you just read it. And okay student, up to this for today. Next class I will explain test for acidity and alkalinity.